Ever since I was a little girl, my grandma taught me the importance of prayer. A little conversation with God before you sleep, she'd say, keeps the nightmares away and brings peace to your heart. I carried that tradition with me into adulthood. Living alone, way out in the quiet, sometimes unnerving plains of rural Texas, that nightly ritual was more than just tradition. It was my anchor. The silence out here can be deafening, and the darkness feels like it has weight. So every single night, without fail, I'd kneel by my bed, fold my hands, and whisper my hopes and fears into the stillness of my room. A few weeks ago, I was feeling particularly lost. A sense of loneliness had wrapped itself around me, and I was desperate for some kind of reassurance, something to prove I wasn't just talking to the ceiling. That night, my prayer was different. I knelt down, the floorboards creaking under my knees, and I whispered with a shaky voice, God, if you're really there, please, just give me a sign. Anything. Let me know you hear me. I finished my prayer, climbed into bed, and pulled the covers up to my chin, feeling a little foolish but also hopeful. I eventually drifted off into a restless sleep. Then, it happened. My eyes snapped open. The room was flooded with a harsh, artificial light. My bedside lamp, a lamp I knew for a fact I had turned off, was now blazing. I squinted against the glare, my heart starting to hammer against my ribs. What time was it? I fumbled for my phone on the nightstand. The screen lit up, showing the time in stark, digital numbers, 3:17 a.m. But that wasn't what made the blood drain from my face. There was a notification on the screen. A new message. From an unknown number. My hand trembled as I unlocked the phone. The message was short, just 5 words, but they echoed the deepest corners of my soul. It read, "You asked for a sign." Cold terror, pure and absolute, seized me. This wasn't God. This was something else. Something that had been listening. I threw the covers off and scrambled out of bed, my mind screaming at me to run. I didn't know where I was going, just away. I burst out of my front door into the chilly night air, the gravel crunching under my bare feet. I stood there, panting, my eyes scanning the oppressive darkness that surrounded my little house. After a few minutes of standing in the cold, my adrenaline started to fade, replaced by a chilling curiosity. I had to see that message again. I had to be sure. I crept back inside, my house now feeling like a stranger's territory. I picked up my phone, my thumb hovering over the Messages app. I tapped it open, but the message from the unknown number, it was gone, vanished, as if it had never been there. In its place, on my screen, was a single line of text. It looked like a Bible verse. It was Matthew 7:15. Beware of false prophets, who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. I haven't prayed out loud since. Some nights, when the silence gets too loud, I think I can still feel it listening, waiting for me to speak. If this story sent a chill down your spine, hit that subscribe button. I share real horror stories right here, every single night. Thanks for watching.